Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining our AI Deep-in-Business event today. My name is Stephen, the Business Development Director of Hikvision MENA team. It is my honor to stand here to start this event. AI concept has been keeping hot for many years. It is already formed as a consensus that AI has become the dominating technology of the age, and it will become omnipresent in the future. It has already started to influence our life more or less. But have you noticed AI technology in your life? Here was an interesting report last month, which I have read at the website of Tech Public. The title is MIT Research Developed AI to Detect COVID-19 through Cough Recording. An APP could be on deck. This report mentioned that the tool was able to detect nearly 99% of COVID-19 infections. How MIT meant that? The MIT scientific research team connect thousands of cough sounds recording from COVID-19 patients and then use the AI training server to do the algorithm training. In the end, the AI algorithm distinguished the symptoms of the COVID-19 cough sounds and the other cough sounds. The symptoms are different, and the final recognition accuracy of COVID-19 can reach 98.5%. So, we could imagine once the APP approved by FDA, we do not need to take any risk to hospital for PCR test. We just stay at home, use a mobile phone, and detect whether we were infected or not. This is just a simple example from the case. We can imagine that AI will bring many far-reaching influence to the medical industry. In the near future, if we create and develop more disease symptoms database and use AI training servers to do the algorithm training, only a computer or a mobile phone can help us do the most basic medical diagnosis, so we can diagnose the disease earlier and get treatment earlier. This is a great achievement, especially for some regions where a lack of medical resources. Come back to our today's topic. Since we are in CCTV industry, what difference will AI bring to us in CCTV industry? Hereby, I would like to share a short story that happened to one of my friends. Last year, one of my friends forgot seatbelt while he's driving, and then his behavior was captured by the ITS camera and he got fined. Since then, he always reminds himself to seatbelt while he's driving. This is a typical application of AI in public security field. Although getting fined is unpleasant, but the system does make our regular travels more safe, and it will slowly but slowly change our behavior. How about Hikvision's AI technology? As the world's leading supplier of CCTV products and solutions, Hikvision has been working on AI technology for many years. During these years, our AI algorithm has won many world-first awards, as we can see here. At the same time, our opening AI training platform can provide our customers with high-quality and fast customized service. Today, we will mainly choose three verticals: education, retail, and energy. We would like to discuss with our solution partner together how to bring AI application in these three verticals and how to offer value-added solutions and service to our current end user to match their requirements. Let's welcome our next colleague, Mr. Muhammad Barakat, to give you more detailed sharing.
Hi Stephen, thank you for your invitation. Today we will talk about Deep-in-Business solution, which will cover the retail industry in different scenarios. So for the retail industry, we have the supermarket, we have shopping mall, and different users outlet. We are facing several challenges in these outlets. So the first, with the security department, what they are facing the challenges are the evidence collection, pre-incidence warning, cost of the manpower, which normally they need to do a lot of studies to find how many manpower they need. Also the public health under the new normal. In the marketing, they are facing the challenge on collecting data, so in order they will have the precise marketing, and also to manage the operation and reach of operation efficiency. And after that, they are also facing the challenge of rise the transaction rate. And the last challenge they are facing, it's SQ rate. For the IT management, normally they are facing the challenge of standardization of their system for among all their outlets, and after that they have the challenge of maintaining all of the systems and devices they have. It's time to say goodbye for these challenges. Start with the security guard can be more intelligent, and start with, rather than putting security guard checking every customer temperature, we use our intelligence fever screening solution that it will detect the temperature of all the customers getting inside the outlet up to 30% per second. Also implementing the social distancing from the camera system. Receiving the real-time warning and prevent the stealing. This will happen with the IO linkage with the camera, getting the alert from the application and also from the control system. Intrusion detectors and also the cameras will be implemented in the key areas. This will also shortening the time for having a good response from the security team. The combination between our intrusion detectors and our video content analysis inbuilt in our cameras, this will have a perfect combination that will have immediate responses and also real-time alerts sent to the security department and also to the police department. In our system, support the real recording from the mobile application, so maybe the customers or the security guard can record any incidents happen and send it to the police department or even to the security department. In the control room, they will receive all of these alerts and verify it. After that, send it to the management for taking the decision for it. In the post-evidence retrieval, our system support POS integration. How it will help the security guard here? It will help by searching rather than only time. It will help search by the item number, by item name, and even the item cost as well, or maybe even by the transaction number. So this will immediately link the videos and the video footage to these inputs. Intelligent precise marketing. Our system can help marketing department to categorize and even have the real precise marketing from the input data that our system will give. Our system can recognize the VIP customers based on the face recognition, which is inbuilt in our deepened view cameras. It will recognize even the staff, it will recognize the security team and also the traders in the shopping mall. How frequent they are visiting the outlet as well. Optimizing the operation. Based on the offline business intelligence data analytics, our system support the traffic analysis that can give the statistics hourly, daily, weekly, monthly and annually, and also compare it from different outlets and different even cashiers. These people counting it in very high accuracy, we up to 99%, and it is based on the face, so it will categorize it if it is even duplicated. We support as well the heat map. We have the fish eye camera that it's up to 12 megapixel with inbuilt deepened view that it support heat map. This will help you to recognize the favorable places and areas in your outlet from your customers. And this also will give you statistics based on hourly, daily, weekly and monthly. Area popularity analytics. If the outlet have multiple cashiers and multiple columns, so waiting time, it can be recognized by flow analysis camera. It can give alert to the security or even to the management to monitor the quality and the waiting time for the customers. Also, it can recognize if it's exceed specific number of customers, like let's say for example 5 or 10 customers, then it will indicate alarm. So the management of the outlet and the retail, they can monitor the quality of the services. Also, it can give statistics, the waiting time of the customers, the number and the flow of the customer based on the timing and based also of the cashier. So from this function, you can monitor as well the HR quality, your cashier and services quality as well. All of that from our system with all the combination, it can give you the dashboard, and from this dashboard you can monitor the security, you can check the marketing, and as well as you can check as well the IT. So you monitor all of these aspects, and different departments they can work from one dashboard. The smart retail dashboard we offer it have the combination of multiple systems, including the security, which is for the real-time incident detection, as well as the retrieval of any video footage. From the marketing, they can check the statistics, and also they can check the behavior of their customers, as well as the attribution from the gender, from the age, if they are kids, adults, from this dashboard. Also from the IT, they can check the error rate, the problem in the system, as well as the maintenance rate. All of that you can have it in one dashboard. Very simple, user friendly, and all of them will get standard training for it. Thanks so much for listening and paying attention for the retail part. Now the next part will be energy solution with my colleague Yang D.
Hi everyone, welcome to Hikvision 2020 Deep-in-Business AI Event, Energy Solution. I'm Dean from Hikvision MENA project team. As we all know, Middle East is a huge market for oil and gas industry, and it remains the largest oil producing region and the second largest gas producers, which represents 36% of global liquids production and 20% of global gas production in 2019. Hikvision has been existing in MENA oil and gas market for more than 5 years, and we have developed dedicated technologies and gained abundant experience in this industry. In today's presentation, I want to share you insights on how Hikvision AI-based video security solution can empower oil and gas industry. When we talk about oil and gas production, there's no doubt safety is the first and primary element of production. Currently, there's one market research indicating, although sustained low oil price has had an effect on the industry, the industry's spending on the improvement of workers' health and safety is not falling down by the wayside. Obviously, the whole industry has been investing and exploring in recent several years on how to improve HSE level during massive oil and gas production process, especially when the fourth industry revolution is coming, where artificial intelligence plays an important role. From upstreams like oil and gas exploration, field development, then midstreams like oil and gas transportation, storage, and distribution, until downstreams like oil and gas refining, manufacturing, and marketing. All the process should have a proper HSE management system. Although automation, SCADA, ERP system has already played a key role for HSE management, the industry still requires a one-stop visualized video security systems, which can be used as an auxiliary systems to enrich system capability and improve system response speed. So how this one-stop visualization video security system can detect unsafe elements in each process of production and ensure high level of HSE management? The secret is artificial intelligence. This is the main topic today, AI empowering HSE management. So what is HSE management? And how Hikvision is providing solution to ensure HSE management? Generally speaking, H stands for health, S stands for safety, and E stands for environment. There are three key elements in the systems, which are human, objects, and environment. Hikvision solution is mainly focusing on human behavior, object status, and environment elements, and it will automatically detect unsafe behavior and status based on AI algorithm. Then send a real-time notification to related HSE team, and also make quick action accordingly. I would like to share you some samples of system features for a more clear idea. The first part is unsafe human behavior detection, mainly focusing on improper PPE wearing and abnormal behavior of human being, which may lead to incident during production. With built-in AI algorithm, Hikvision camera can detect whether workers are wearing helmet, uniform, safety rope, and other PPE equipment in a proper way during daily operation. This technology can greatly improve consciousness of PPE wearing among workers and protect their life. In some dangerous areas, camera can detect abnormal behavior like fast running and falling down. Once such case is happening, HSE team can immediately notice it and action accordingly. For site vehicles, our cameras can be installed inside vehicle cabin and monitor drivers' behavior, such as fatigue driving, smoking, absent, and so on. With all above AI technology to detect abnormal and unsafe behavior of human, the system can greatly increase safety level of operation and avoid a lot of incident. Next part is unsafe machine status detection, which may lead to severe mechanical damage and injuries or even deaths of workers. In a traditional way, there will be inspection team in charge of site inspection, and it will cost a lot of human resource, and some unsafe machine status cannot be found easily and reported in time due to all kinds of reasons. Then it will always be a potential safety risk for operation. So let's see how AI can help solve current problem. For example, in construction sites, people are not allowed to stand under crane for some safety reason. So Hikvision camera can detect such behavior and give alert automatically for inspection team, even though they are not present at site. For oil and gas pipeline, excavators and bulldozers are not allowed to operate nearby, because improper operation may lead to mechanical damage of oil and gas pipeline and a series of unexpected consequences. If we use Hikvision AI camera to monitor oil and gas pipeline, excavators and bulldozers can be easily recognized whenever they appear in the view and start to operate. This information will also send to related HSE team for quick action. And the last part is unsafe environment elements detection, like gas leakage detections, abnormal temperature detections, safety equipment misplacement detection. All these are huge risks for operation and production. Some of them may lead to unexpected tragedies like explosion, death, and injuries. Hikvision AI camera can realize gas leakage and abnormal temperature detection and immediately report it to the system for further action. For some areas, fire extinguishers must be placed in certain location in case fire happens. Hikvision AI camera can detect status of fire extinguishers and give alerts once it is removed or blocked. What's more, Hikvision AI camera can realize ethylene cylinders and oxygen cylinders identification. There are some places where such cylinders are not supposed to be placed, but sometimes workers may bring such cylinders by mistake, which is a huge safety risk. With Hikvision AI cameras, all this misplacement of the equipment can be detected in an easy and smart way. This is Hikvision thermal positioning camera, and it can be used for fire detection for oil and gas industry. The camera is equipped with dual lens, one optical lens and one thermal lens. Thermal image is able to detect fire from long distance based on temperature measurement, and optical image is able to zoom in to show more detailed information. Below video show how thermal positioning system works. Normally, camera will do patrol scanning based on pre-configured program. Once fire is detected, optical lens will automatically shift to high temperature areas and zoom in to see what is happening exactly. This technology helps HSE team save a lot of human resource and time for inspection and give them visualized interface to deal with emergency even though they are not present at site. This is Hikvision gas leakage detection camera. It is mainly used for gas monitoring like methane, propane, methanol, ethanol, and so on. The camera adopts hyperspectral image technology with Hikvision own developed detection algorithm. It can identify, quantify different types of gas from 500 meters away distance. Compared with traditional gas leakage sensors, Hikvision gas leakage detection camera combines gas leakage detection and video streaming, so it can provide more visualized experience to users. To be honest, HSE management is a huge topic, which is involved in all aspects of oil and gas production. Different scenarios and different users will have different kinds of requirements. Nowadays, many AI solution providers can only provide specific AI analysis algorithm and can only solve part of the problem. In most of time, requirement is unique and fragmented, which means special requirement market is too small for AI solution provider to invest resource and on algorithm development. An end user cannot afford big amount of money and long period of time also. The whole industry is facing big challenge on the process of intelligent transformation and digitalization for HSE management. However, Hikvision provides an autonomous and cost-effective solution to solve the problem and accelerate intelligent transformation of oil and gas industry. This is by using Hikvision AI training system. This logical flowchart shows how AI training platform works, and all the process can be easily done by end user himself. During the test, he can collect more and more pictures, and those pictures can be uploaded to AI training server again for second time algorithm optimization. After new algorithm released, it can be applied to real business application again. The more he trained algorithm, the more accurate algorithm be, unless finally it meets real business application requirement. This is complete system architectures. Except normal explosion-proof cameras, thermal cameras, gas leakage cameras, Hikvision also provided two types of devices for AI application. First type is Hikvision camera with AI chip inside. So camera itself can achieve all kinds of AI analysis. Second type is backend deepened NVR and behavior analysis server. It can take normal video streaming from normal camera and realize AI analysis at backend. Both type of device can be integrated with AI training platform. It means once new algorithm is developed by AI training server, it can be uploaded to those AI devices for real business application. With development of business, more and more requirement will come, and Hikvision AI training ecosystem already remains future adaptability and scalability. What's more, Hikvision VMS system can be integrated with third-party application systems like SCADA, DCS, PCS, and so on. So, all the intelligent warning message and the related image and the video clips can be sent to those platforms. So end user only need to use a single platform for HSE management. Thank you very much for your listening. Next session is Education Solution, presented by Robert Wang.
Hello everyone, this is Robert Wang, Technical Director from Hikvision MENA. Today my topic is Hikvision Smart Education Solution. In your mind, how is an ideal smart school looks like? Well, for me, personally I think the most important two factors. First of all, it should be the teaching quality and efficiency. Secondly, it should be students and the teachers' safety, especially under this new normal situation. And at the meantime, the management and operation should be more cost effective. So today let's start our smart AI journey of the school solution. The journey starts from the moment when the students steps on the school bus. The facial recognition cameras from the school bus will automatically identify each student and recognize their face. And also at the meantime measure the temperature and give a live notification to school management as well as their parents. And from the GPS of the school bus, it will allow you to let us know the live location of your child, where are they. And by installing the people counting camera, we are trying to avoid tragedy in case any child fell asleep and after school and was locked inside the bus. It could be quite dangerous, especially during summertime. That's why we keep the mobile security camera system continue working even after the engine off for a few hours. The camera will automatically detect in case there is any motion still happened inside the bus when after school. And once it found, it will send instant alert to the management and to all the staffs. And don't worry about that, the mobile NVRs and the cameras will drain off the battery of the school bus because it's all linked together with the battery level. And then the journey comes to the school. By taking the school bus, we arrived to school successfully and safely. The school is fully protected by multiple levels. From the entrance and exit, there are facial recognition cameras and also automatic plate number recognition cameras. The facial recognition cameras will differentiate the visitors, the school staffs, the teachers, or the students. In case if you are a visitor, the camera will compare your face with the ID picture, and only when it is matched together and only after you are registered and authorized from the system, then you are allowed to enter the school. And in case if you are a school staff, then you don't have to register. To save your time, you can just enter the school automatically. The door and the barrier will automatically open for you. And at the meantime, the system will also get the attendance information together when you are enter the school. And after you enter the school, inside the school, the access control system gives different group of people different authorization to enter different area. And you don't have to always take your keys or card with you. You can just swipe your face to enter the door. And at the meantime, by the perimeter of the borders of the school, the cameras take the jobs to detect in case there's any intrusion happened, in case any abnormal people are entered from the perimeter. And also the AI's job is to filter any kind of faulty alarms, such kind of birds, animals, or trees and leaves triggered by the wind, to make sure that all the information you get is accurate. And the last levels come to some special areas inside the school. For example, the corridors and the playground. And the camera will detect in case some place is too much crowd or the students are not keeping enough social distance. or in case some students fell down or in any other kind of trouble. So the camera will trigger instant notifications automatically to the security, and also the students can do a live two-way audio talk and a two-way communication with the security. And after we enter the school, when we are in front of each classroom, there will be a smart, modernized digital panel in front of each classroom. This digital panel will measure the students' temperature again to make sure that all the students inside the classroom are safety. And to measure the temperature of the body actually is easy. But the challenge is that how to manage hundreds and thousands of students every day. Then we require the help of the AI, because the AI will put each student into each profile to make sure that you can search the temperature of each student quite easily from the history. And at the meantime, in case the AI find any abnormal temperature, in case it will give a live trigger and a live notification to the security management at the same time. And in case you are running multiple classrooms or even multiple schools, the beauty of the IoT solution is that all the information and all the data can be easily centralized management. So in this case, you can get the temperature of each student of each classroom from a centralized platform to manage all of them. The digital panel not only detects the temperature of each student, but also you can use it as an information sharing system. You can share always the latest school news from this panel, or in case you have some notification to let the students know, or you can even share some course knowledge or some small tips from the panel as a digital signage system. And also in case some schools, the students are not allowed to take the mobile phones with them. So from this digital panel, the students can do a live communication with their parents with two-way audible talk. And finally, this journey brings us inside the classroom. Once you enter the classroom, you will find as the most revolutionary products, we replaced all the blackboard with a modern, smart, interactive screen. From this interactive screen, you can easily write with your hand, with your fingers on the screen, and you can easily control the zoom in and zoom out of the content. And also, in case you write something wrong, you can just simply erase it. And most importantly, the content of each interactive screen can be synchronized together from multiple screens from multiple locations. For example, the screen from different classrooms, or even the screens from different places all over the world. And also, all the recorded courses are stored inside the school's cloud storage system. So in case you want to review the class and relearn it again, it all has the capability to give it to the students. And also for the teachers, you can also use your own recordings to use it as a review to improve the teaching quality. Imagine that if the school has kept a lot of courses recorded in the cloud system. So by the time being, after a lot of gathering, it could be a good value for the school. And also for the school management, you can do a remote protocol check. Instead of going physically to each classroom, from the centralized platform, you can easily do a remote online protocol check. And by the last, the online education sharing system is also compatible with third-party open platform and also third-party meeting software such as Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meetings, and WebEx. So after the journey of the smart school education solution, I hope this journey will bring us to a more safety and a smarter school environment. The fourth industrial revolution has already begun, and AI technology will also be an important force in this industrial revolution. Will the fourth industrial revolution profoundly change the social and economic form like the previous ones? We still don't know the answers yet, but we believe that with the continuous advancement of the technology, we will eventually reach a new technological world. Next part is special customer interview. Let's hear from their experience sharing. Thank you.
Yeah, a very good question. For oil and gas, our industry, oil and gas industry, during last 2 or 3 years, we are facing a completely new tendency in terms of the whole industry. The mainstream, I believe, it should be a challenging, as you mentioned. It's coming from mainly 3 aspects. One is geopolitical reasons, like different countries are changing their attitude on the technology, on the internationalization, and also during the people are having a different attitude on the main energy source. This is the first aspect, the geopolitical reasons. Second reason is from as you know, the dramatic drop of the crude oil price. During last 3 years, we was experiencing at least 50% of oil price drop, which will pose the main oil export country in a very dangerous or very suffering position. The third aspect where the challenge is coming from is the new technology tendency. For example, the new clean energy sources, the newer substitution of renewable energies, and also we call it the trend of electronization. For example, the electrical cars. So the main trend of our industry during last 3 years should be the challenging. That will put our industry in an edge to change, to improve. Also, another very good question. The AI technology during last 5 years, it is advanced in an unprecedented way. We understand from our industry, we understand the AI technology into as a two kind of different technology trends. One is we call it like a video-based AI technology, like the AI cameras. The other one is we call it the data-centric AI technologies. Both of these trends, we already, the main oil and gas player already on the edge or on the beginning of either planning or putting their hands dirty on some of the technologies. For example, they're using more AI cameras on the field or in the office. For example, they're using like a data-driven virtual flow meter. They're using predictive maintenance. They are using like an AI-driven data platform to improve the working efficiency, to improve the connectivity, the company collaboration in different areas. So the AI technology definitely is the main candidate that can solve the challenges that are posing upon us. Yes, this is a very specific question, and it is good that we need to, from the technology point of view, from the digitalization or digitalization point of view, our industry as a very traditional industry, it will be some difficulty when we are utilizing these new technologies. So what we do for one of the best practice is we start from a very specific topic. As you said, the AI technology, we are focusing on the video-based AI technology like the AI cameras. Now, we need to find a really good business case that can demonstrate this technology can really provide the value for the asset owner in the oil and gas industry. So, as you mentioned, for the video-based AI technologies, where there's mainly 3 or 4 aspects that can help our industry. One is for the HSE. Of course, the HSE, the safety, always the most important item on our head. HSE, to us, HSE is understand as two main aspects. One aspect is how to provide a better and safer environment for our first-line workforce. The second aspect is how to protect our assets, because the oil and gas industry, as you know, the assets, it is that capital-centric industry. So all the assets are very precious. So from these two sides, I will elaborate more and give some example. For the first one, how to give the workforce a better place and safer place. For example, use the AI camera. Currently, we are in some of the top player in this Middle East area. We already utilized the AI camera to constantly monitor our assets to make sure only the authorized people, a well-trained workforce, can access our specific assets and equipment. And also, even such kind of people who are authorized, it is not necessarily that they always can prepare themselves and keep themselves from the potential risks. For example, the people might forget to keep wearing properly the PPE, the personal protection equipment. For example, the helmets. We are using the AI camera instead of previously we just rely on the human supervisor to keep them wearing the PPE, but now we are using the AI camera to keep them always wearing that. The AI camera use the AI technology to monitor, to recognize the video stream pattern, to find out the first, the second, someone take off the helmet, for example, this alarm will be circulated to the concerned party, so that the control room, either the control room or the asset owner, even the management, they can see this. Even also after a couple of months, after a couple of years even, we can retrieve who did this. Well, this is one of the good examples. For the HSE, how this AI camera gonna help us to protect our assets? It is very clear. I have a very clear cases or example. We have on our wellhead tower or on our fields, we have the FNG fire and gas protection equipment. There will always be the fire alarms, but sometimes the fire alarms, they are not real due to the technical reasons, due to the very complex environment offshore. So it poses us a difficulty. Whenever there's a fire alarm, we need to fly some people on the wellhead tower. That would be costly. But with the AI camera, with the enhancement of the thermal functionality, we can calibrate and verify if this fire alarm is true or not. This is just one example of how the AI camera can protect our assets. Of course, we can also use the AI camera to always constantly monitor the abnormal temperature on the equipment, the potential risk whenever there's some smokes. So this is how the AI camera gonna protect our assets. This is the second aspect. Of course, this is not the point that we can stop. The AI camera can help us in how to improve our maintenance efficiency. Currently, in the industry situation, the maintenance team need to do the frequent inspection. But this inspection sometimes is paper-based, sometimes it's electronic workflow-based, but the data is not synchronized, and this activity only rely on the human manual inspection and the manual supervisor. But with the AI camera, we can have a very data-based statistic, how many during last year or during last 10 years even, we can have a report clearly stating how many maintenance activity we done and how long each of the activity it takes and what is the purpose of this maintenance activity, to try to find out if there any space that we can improve. And also for our oil and gas industry, different discipline in the organization, we can improve the efficiency, improve the collaboration between different disciplines to try to improve their productivity, to boost their efficiency, to save their cost in the maintenance, and also most important, last but not the least, to improve their HSE standard. Thank you.
Okay. Actually, there is no sufficient and reliable data for the management decision and judging the effectiveness of the marketing strategy. Like, for example, mask detection, temperature screens, and distance control such time. Sure. With the Hikvision people counting technology, we can count the people entering, passing by, and lining, and leaving. So, to generate accurate customers' traffic data for the management decision and making to optimize the operation. And also for the heat map, it can be help us to know, analyze, and the distribution of the customer focusing around the store, and also for the terminal image, and for additional surface, temperature screens, mask detection, and social distance control. It's creating safe environment. It's a great collaboration between both companies. Hikvision as technical leader is delivery as per our technical expectation. Thank you.